gotta wake up to this stuff. AKAPAD. Let me set up some of like where we're coming from on this. So we're talking about Todd McFarlane buying Diamond Comics and why anyone that wants to pretend this is a good idea, they're just full of it. They're not looking at this guy. They're not looking at what he's done with his companies, and they're glazing what they think is 90s success as foregoing endless success. That McFarlane himself hasn't tanked his own companies, and there's good reasons why he tanked his own companies. Not like good for him. Yeah. So yesterday, I have literally day from hell. Major network issues. Early in the morning, I have a 4 o'clock major appointment with an individual that I deeply respect, that I have to be there. I have to hang out and talk with this guy. And it's only going to be 1 hour. But from there, I have to go to a country club, rush back here, deal with work stuff, and totally miss the Wednesday Hump Day show. And I love going on Wednesday Hump Day show because I like hanging out with those guys. I crash out. I just crash out just from exhaustion. I wake up, and here we go. Mr. Cringefather is buying Diamond. Todd McFarlane ran the course with McFarlane Toys to where another company had to come in and help him out. They had to purchase McFarlane Toys and let him be the figurehead. Todd McFarlane doesn't work or design. He doesn't even know, like, just for example, he doesn't know enough about DC comic book history to do a DC multiverse line. They know slapping his name on things here and there gets a pop, but it never gets a pop to maintain the whole series. Look at those Marvel covers. Everyone buys the Grey Hulk. The other ones, meaningless, garbage. People just don't care. So there's some goodwill within the consumer that says, well, I'll buy the Hulk one, but I just won't buy the others. Or Todd McFarlane designs his own Dark Knight action figure. And the people who still have that goodwill with that consumer base, they buy it, but we don't get much more of it. And then along the way, everything that McFarlane puts his name on, that's created or designed by Todd McFarlane, is null within the sales realm compared to the other evergreen toys that company pumps out. With all of that, people want to pretend that he's like some comic book god. He worked in comic, like, we got not even 5 years of his work. It's not even 5 years if we just stacked everything together. And for some reason, what he did in the 90s resonates. When was the last cover he actually did? Todd McFarlane can move the needle in all of American comics by doing a Spawn Spider-Man crossover to help comic book shops, and that's where we're roughly at 1,200, 12 to 13, maybe even as high as 1,500 comic book shops in the U.S. We divide that by the 50 states. It doesn't seem to be enough. It just doesn't. Okay, we take the population, we look at the movie numbers, we even look at the graphic novel numbers, and there's a huge void there of being able to supply to that consumer base that we know is interested in American comics. So Todd McFarlane does nothing for comic shops. Todd McFarlane, through McFarlane Toys, okay? The toys, McFarlane Toys being affordable to comic book shops is critical to the comic book shop success. Why do we want people going to Target, going to Walmart, going anywhere else other than a comic book store for McFarlane Toys? That's not the case. When retailers have to buy McFarlane Toys through a distributor, they are making only a few dollars per figure sold. They should be making around 50% sold. So you're telling me Todd McFarlane loving comic books, stroking comic books, getting inside your head, convincing you he's on your side, so you spend money on him. You're telling me that guy can't look at the numbers and can't determine that he has to help comic shops and he has an avenue to get product that people want inside of comic shops. I get it. We want to say people should go to comic book stores for comic books, but trust me, the spreading out of the inventory, the spreading, it's like butter, spreading out the options for people who might be interested in something like a Green Lantern something something. Yes, we want those comic shops to have the Green Lantern books, but they might bring little Timmy in for a Green Lantern action figure. This is a part of the evolving landscape of the American comic book store. Yes, some of them are guilty by never evolving, but at the same time, you cannot blame the comic shops for not wanting to carry Mcfarlane toys or to carry one or two cases because they buy them because someone from within the store wants it. It could be a close customer, could be someone that works there. And that's really it. If we look at DC Direct and how DC Direct linked their products with their comic books through the 2000s, it's a masterclass. And it's something that Mcfarlane has an avenue to duplicate. He's just there to be a front guy, to get glazed, and to hawk things. Mcfarlane getting involved with Diamond is going to turn everything upside down. I don't know why you want this guy near comic book distribution. Technically, why does he have to buy Diamond? Is he buying the logistics? Because you can hire like just a couple guys to do the logistics when it comes to a distributorship. There's nothing new about that. I would even go as further to say, because I know people that were there recently. There's nothing truly proprietary about any software that Diamond has. So, if this guy was so magnanimous and he wants to help American comics by buying Diamond, he would just create a new Diamond. He would actually also create product for comic shops to help them, because we can't just have comic shops selling Funko Pops and barely selling the new product that no one is excited about. This is a part of a bigger thing. I can't believe just how irresponsible a lot of these other YouTubers, I'll call myself a YouTuber, these other cats glazing this. It's crazy to me. Guys, what do you think?